All right, welcome back to Adventures Never Far Away. I would like to introduce my newest segment, How to Find Local Adventures. I talk about finding local adventures everywhere you go, but I think it's high time that I actually show you how it's done. So today I'm going to show you how going to a local specialty market is the perfect adventure that you don't have to go very far away to get to. Most cities have specialty food markets, and most of the time, the larger cities are gonna have multiple markets. Salt Lake City has a ton of markets if you just know where to look. In this video, I'm going to show you why visiting specialty food markets needs to be on your adventure list, how to find these specialty food markets, how to visit them, what to do when you get there, and how visiting specialty food markets can open your eyes. There are all types of specialty stores that offer like non-food related items, such as like the Container Store, florist, furniture stores, but I want to focus on the yummy ones, the ones that sell food, the ones that expose you to a different culture, a different way of thinking, and even sometimes a different language. These types of markets cater towards a specific type of person, but they're not exclusively sold to that particular group. So you don't have to worry if you don't normally eat that type of food, or if you're not from that region of the world. Don't worry. Why should you be visiting specialty food markets? First of all, who doesn't love good food? People in every country and every culture and every type of cuisine imaginable need to eat. And I don't think they would willfully eat bad food. Visiting specialty food markets exposes you to new ingredients, smells, tastes, and options. During my 30 Adventures in 30 Days experience, I went to a local Mediterranean market that I had driven by like 100 times without ever going in. But then I went in and I fell in love. And that was when I decided, you know what? Visiting specialty markets is a really awesome adventure that you can do locally. And while I was there, I managed to pick up my new favorite spice of sumac that I had never used before, but I'd heard thanks to a Netflix baking show. And I also tried the most interesting soda to date, tarragon soda. Secondly, don't you get bored cooking the same things over and over again? I mean, I know I do. So whenever I'm feeling bored in the kitchen, I visit a local specialty market to get new ideas. And even if I don't come away with, a new recipe to try or a new spice to purchase, I just feel more invigorated and more excited to get back into the kitchen and cook something different. Just like most supermarkets or traditional chain grocery stores, specialty markets will have ready-to-eat takeaways, instant meal options, or even restaurants in the store. And that's a super quick way to try something new, and it takes the potential stress away from your fear of the unknown. Lastly, you can travel without actually having to travel. And this was a saving grace for me during the lockdowns of 2020 when I couldn't actually travel, but I really wanted to get exposed to a new culture and new foods and new smells. I would visit local specialty grocery stores and kind of get my fix. Plus, whenever you visit local specialty markets, no matter what kind it is, you are stimulating your local economy. You're supporting local business owners, and in the case of specialty food markets, you are supporting a minority business owner. It's a win-win for everyone. Plus, they're local, so you're close to home. Kind of takes away some of the fear of the unknown. How do you find these markets? There are so many ways to find specialty markets near you, and I'm going to share with you the methods that I employ kind of on a regular basis. No matter where you are in the world, these methods will stay the same because everybody eats. Everybody has to go shopping. It's a universal thing. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is pay attention when you're just out and about. When you're just running your normal errands, whether you're walking, you're on a bus like I usually am, or you're in the car, just take a look around. When you're at a stop sign, when you're at a red light, look around. Are you next to a shopping center? Are you next to a strip mall? That's usually where you're gonna find those hidden gems. That's usually where you're gonna find these local specialty markets. I usually take a picture or make a note on my note app on my phone, and then I return to familiarize myself with where it is. That's where I found a lot of these markets. Next thing you wanna do is ask your friends, family, neighbors where they shop. Don't racially profile someone just because they look different than you do and ask them where they shop, but ask your circle of acquaintance, because believe it or not, people shop at different stores. They don't always go to the same chain stores, and whenever people go to these specialty markets, they like to share about it. I love sharing these specialty markets that I find and encouraging my friends to go visit them. And the last thing I do is I just Google stuff. You know, if I'm thinking, oh, you know, it'd be really fun to learn how to cook Italian food, I would Google where can I find good Italian ingredients in Salt Lake City. And lo and behold, there's a Mediterranean market that I can find really awesome products. You found a market. Now what? Okay, so you've done the legwork. You've found a specialty market in your area. What do you do next? So this market is just around the corner from my house. And I actually found it when I was driving by. And I was stopped at a signal that was right here. And I just happened to look over and there's a sign that says specialty market. So your next step is to get to the market, take a deep breath, and walk in. It's as simple as that. I was gonna do this outside, but I don't even can see that. It's 17 degrees outside, so continue this inside. As simple as going to a market is, and as often as we traditionally shop, visiting a new market, especially a specialty market that we're not familiar with, can be super, super intimidating. And I get it, it's new, it's scary. Totally understandable. But this is where the adventure can kick in. If you don't want to go alone, you don't have to. Ask your friend to go with you. If you have kids, take your spouse, take your significant other. You don't have to go alone your first time. Shoot, call me, I'll come with you. It's fun. My kryptonite is the spice aisle. So when I'm perusing different exotic spices, I like to pull up my phone and look up recipes. And that's what I did when I found the sumac. That's what I did when I found a couple other spices. Part of the fun of visiting these specialty markets is making purchases. Buying something new and fun to try. For your first time, you don't need to feel compelled to spend a lot of money, but a lot of these markets have snacks and fun little items that you can buy that are less than $5. And if you end up not liking the item that you purchased, because let's be honest, we like what we like, you can rest assured that 1, you didn't spend too much money on it, and 2, you're supporting a business and they are very grateful that you spent a little money there. How does visiting these markets open your eyes? One of my favorite all-time quotes comes from a movie called Anna and the King. Although it is historically inaccurate, it's a good movie. And in this particular scene, Anna is a tutor and she's teaching a lesson to the heir apparent to the King of Siam. He's asking why she's there, and her response hits my heart pretty good. Swap out the word king for person, and you have one of the most profound statements ever to come out of Hollywood. Our views are determined by the things that we consume. So if we widen the consumption to include things from other countries, regions, and lifestyles, our eyes are open just a little bit more. Not that we need to conform to everything that we intake, not that we have to agree with everything that we intake or even like it, but it strengthens our understanding and it makes us that much more capable of connecting with people from all walks of life. And it's also so much fun to discover new foods. Not to make fun of other cultures or other peoples or other lifestyles, but to learn, to experience, but to see what other cultures eat as their comfort food versus what we eat as our comfort food. That little knowledge of everyone eats kind of levels the playing field. All right, so that's it for this adventure. Hopefully you came away from this video with an idea of how to find local specialty food markets in your hometown. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment, and we'll see you on the next adventure. This first one, I can't pronounce it, but they are desserts. Make sure you can see that. I don't know, is that, okay, so whatever this is, that's the name of it.